Sunday marking 21 years since the terrorist attack on 9/11. What you're looking now is One World Trade, where the Twin Towers once stood in downtown Manhattan. A day we will never forget, 9/11, 2001. The ceremonies, the reading of the names taking place this Sunday. The mayor at that time, America's mayor, known now, Rudy Giuliani. He joins us live. Rudy, good to see you. And how things have changed in 21 years as we reflect, and we took a live look there. Talk to me about this. We spent some time together on the 20th and the year prior.
I do remember that.
Well, yeah. Talk to me about this year, perhaps what's different, what's not different.
Sure. But first of all, let me congratulate you on a very, very difficult and moving interview. It's a hard thing to talk about. It's a hard thing to interview people about. And you did a really excellent job of conveying the emotion and the complexity of it. And that is exactly what it is. It's the feelings are complex feelings. I guess the best way to describe it is it was the worst day of my life. And in some ways, the greatest day of my life in terms of my city, my country, my family. It was the worst foreign attack on this country since the War of 1812. It was a complete surprise. It was an attack on completely innocent people. And I watched it firsthand. I mean, the first shocking incident, as I described to you, that really put it beyond anything I had ever experienced before. And boy, I had experienced a lot as mayor, was to watch a man jump 101 floors. I was transfixed by it. And all the things that go through your head. Why is he doing it? And how did he make that choice? And, oh, my God, can I stop it? And ridiculous thoughts. Can I grab him? And then all of a sudden he hit the ground, and to watch what happened to his body, which I will not describe.
Yeah.
I said to myself at that moment, I better watch out. This could put you in shock. And I grabbed Bernie Kerrick's arm, who was my police commissioner. I said, Bernie, this is beyond anything we've ever faced before. We're going to have to throw out our books. We had 24 emergency management books. We're going to have to make this one up based on our instincts. And then we're going to have to pray to God we made the right decision. But you got to stay really flexible on this. We've never faced this. America's never faced this. We're going to have to invent the rule book. Yeah. And he said, boss, nobody better than you.
Yeah, I remember you explaining that to me with Bernie Kerrick there by your side. I also know that you had a personal loss as well.
That created a lifelong bond. Nothing will break that. And then experiencing some of the worst things I've ever seen, the death of people. I mean, the thing that sticks with me always is the image of the people coming in the morning to work, from people delivering bagels to people opening up their complicated computer programs to people just opening little stores, completely innocent people having nothing to do with the insanity of this attack. And all of a sudden, their life is cut off. They have no further life, and their families are left with, endless mourning and grief that exists to this day.
Absolutely. I've got to jump in, Rudy, because
how does this happen?
I'm short on time, and I apologize, but I want to hear as much as I can from you. 3,000 lives lost, and still thousands even more now from breathing in toxins from that day, pulling those from the rubble that they could, getting through that debris. If really quickly, if I can ask you, as you understand, and we've talked about this before, there's an entire generation that didn't grow up with this. How important is it to teach what happened that day, even today and moving forward?
I think it's important, and it's important not only for the attack and never forget and that sort of thing, which is important because this can happen tomorrow. Also the resiliency of the American people, which I don't know, I'm not sure it's there right now. And I think the young people learning how these forebears of theirs just 21 years ago, how strong they were, the way we learned when we grew up how strong the generation of the Second World War was. I mean, this was an extraordinarily brave response by a country that has enormous depth of strength in their liberty and freedom and history.
Right.
it has to be taught. It has to be passed on generation to generation. The Tunnel to
Absolutely.
Towers Fund is doing an educational program on this. I think it's going to be quite successful.
Tunnel to Towers, excellent program. Frank Siller there. Again, we'll have coverage there starting 8 a.m. Obviously, the names will be announced, and there will be moments of silence in those moments. Really quickly before you go, the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, I know the world is watching, including yourself, but I believe you had a special moment. As we take a live look at Buckingham Palace and those gathered, you had a special moment with the Queen. Is that correct?
Very. Sure, and on February 3rd of 2002, the Queen bestowed on me a Knight Commander of the British Empire, and on Bernie Carrick and Tom Von Essen similar honors. I'll never forget it. She was not only a strong supporter of America, one of the people that gave us so much help. They also lost hundreds of citizens, and I had a very big service for them with Tony Blair. And I thanked her for her support of America, and she thanked me for honoring Winston Churchill, because she said Winston Churchill was her mentor, and that we shared this mutual love for Winston Churchill.
Amazing.
Very charming, very legitimate woman. You believed she really cared about you, and I elect to believe that that was not just the usual politicians. This was a very deep and a very, very good woman.
Many people have said that have met her, Rudy.
The greatest queen or king, I think.
Right, right. We appreciate, I don't mean to cut you off at all. We're running low on time, but sharing that story, I want to know, we appreciate that. Being knighted by the Queen, something I know you will never forget. You will remember that today. And obviously 9/11, very near and dear to your heart. We'll see you Sunday. Rudy, thank you for that. Rudy Giuliani.
You sure will. And thank Newsmax for giving this the appropriate coverage it deserves. God bless you.
Always. You too, sir. Thank you.